Thanks a lot, Katie. School districts, also parents across Florida, getting a closer look at how the students performed in the state standardized tests over the past school year. But before we get to the new numbers, also a look at how students in Collier County did before the pandemic.
Yeah, because these new numbers are new since the pandemic began. So in the 2018-2019 school year, 57% of students that took the reading test scored a level 3 or above, meaning they passed. In math, a much higher number, 66% of students passed.
But this was before the pandemic, with so much change for students and also for caregivers. Fox 4's Caitlin Knapp dug into the new data today and also has more on how teachers are getting ready for a brand new standardized test for the upcoming year.
In the 2020-2021 school year, not all students were physically in the classroom. When students took the state test, 56% of students scored a level 3 or above in reading, meaning they passed. New numbers released just today in the state show improvements in both reading and math in Collier County. In just 5 weeks.
I've always loved the idea that education is the way out.
Teachers like Ashley Saldariaga will head back to the classroom and moving to a new standardized testing system called progress monitoring, replacing the old Florida standards assessment test.
Typically, if a student doesn't know why they're doing something, they're not going to care as much.
For Saldariaga, it's just about adaptation so her kids learn. For Superintendent Dr. Camila Patton,
and I think it's encouraging to kids.
Encouraged by Collier FSA scores increasing from 56 to 57% of kids passing reading, and math scores going up to 66%. She has the context because the district is already using progress monitoring as the state now adopts that standard.
That's why we're providing additional days to have teachers come back early for 3 full days, that they can get ahead of those standards before when they normally come back in.
For perspective, board member Jen Mitchell says she thinks the key to improvements will be early childhood education and professional development.
And we know that we obviously still have work to do, right, as does every district in the state.
Saldariaga says she's already getting ahead by building a foundation and being upfront about what they need to work on.
So just progressively, them understanding that they need to go up, and that going up, even if it's a small little bit, like, you know, forward is forward no matter the pace.
Now, if you're interested in looking at your child's test score, you need to log into their school account. If you're interested to see how Collier County did as a whole, we'll have that link for you shortly on our website, fox4now.com. Reporting in Naples, Caitlin Knapp, Fox 4.